I have many clients, most of them real estate investors, who purchase real estate from HUD. HUD stands for Housing and Urban Development. And very frequently, banks will foreclose on real estate and then they'll transfer the real estate to HUD. I don't know what sort of incentive they have for doing this, but it happens very frequently. So HUD will then put the house on the market, and an investor will usually come along and buy the house. Now, for years, HUD has been relatively easy to work with. Now, it's never easy to buy a house from a bank or from, in this case, the federal government. There is a lot of bureaucracy involved. You'll need to sign a lot of one-sided contracts. It's just very unfair, the whole process. However, you get a good deal on the property you're buying in most cases. So for years, HUD has been pretty easy to work with, relatively speaking. They had a lawyer who handled all of their closings within this region, and he was very reasonable and pretty easygoing. They now use a national, I guess a title company, some sort of company. It's called BLB Services or Closing Services, something like that. And they are extremely difficult to deal with. They've made the process far more complicated and in many ways more expensive. In fact, if you are unable to close on time, they will charge you a hefty fee to extend the closing, $300 to $500. And I don't know if the money goes directly to them or partly to HUD or what, but it almost seems as if this company arbitrarily just finds problems to extend the closing past the closing date, just in order to charge this fee. So keep that in mind. If you've bought property from HUD in the past, the process has changed, or if you're thinking about investing, just realize the contracts are going to be one-sided, and HUD's representation, it's essentially its title company, is extremely difficult to work with, and it's very possible that they'll come up with horrible excuses to extend the contract past the closing date, and you'll need to come up with an additional $300 to $500 to extend the closing date. Also, some lawyers are now charging more to represent their clients when they purchase a house from HUD, just because this company that represents HUD is so extremely difficult to deal with.